Hello there, Aries. It's so good to see you again. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. So today we are doing a special tarot reading, taking a look at your soul's purpose or your soul's path, and what lessons you may be learning on this path at this time, and the timeline about how some of the situations in your life are fitting into your soul's purpose. And if you're enjoying the content that I create or resonating with the message, I'd really appreciate it if you would consider like, commenting, or subscribing. Okay, let's get into this. Dog spirit, be loyal to what you love. Okay, interesting, because Aries, Aries, Libra had this. Libra had that same energy. It's about stepping into an energy of understanding, that there are times when we have to truly decide what it is that we love. What's really, really important to you, Aries? What's the most, important? Okay, they're saying like, if you, say you had all of your belongings and you were on some beautiful yacht out in the middle of the ocean, right? And then suddenly you had to abandon ship and all you could take into the lifeboat was maybe 3 things. What 3 things would you take into the lifeboat? What would be the most important of all the things in your life? What would be the most important? And it may not be things. It could be people. It could be your health. It could be, your financial security. I'll let you take whatever you want to to the lifeboat. But then it's about stepping into an energy of being really loyal to it. I have Maggie. she's loyal to me and I'm loyal to her. It is a sense of, if you have a pet of any kind, about how they are true companions, but they rely on us to feed them, to take care of them, to help them when they're sick or, whatever. It's to provide fun and companionship for them too. And it's about taking a look at what's really important to you, Aries, and then are you being loyal to it? Are you nurturing it? Are you taking care of it? So let's, for some reason, financial security is coming out. So let's say financial security is really important to you. It's something that you strive for in your life. But then asking yourself, well, do your spending habits, help you to be loyal to your need for financial security? Or, do you go on shopping sprees or, overindulge in vacations or something like that? So let's see where this leads. Interesting. Okay, your soul traveler's card is stepping into power. You are strong beyond measure. I feel like you're being challenged somehow to step into your power of being loyal to who or what you love. That it's not easy. There's definitely a lesson in this of being loyal to what you love. But you have the courage, you have the power to do it. And then we have balance, spirituality, and practicality, full moon in Pisces. So, finding a balance. Okay, so this is really interesting because I was drawn to see the 2 fish, the Pisces symbol of the fish. And the message I got was dancing around it. Dancing around what it is that you truly want, but not actually going for it. I feel like this could be a romantic partner. There's something about dancing. So let's see where that goes. Yeah. Oh, 10 of Cups. Is there somebody that you love, Aries? Are you dancing around the issue and not going after what you truly love? Expressing your love? So let's see what your soul's purpose is, and then the biggest obstacle you have right now. Oh my gosh. By the book, this is somebody you have manifested into your life. If they're not here yet, it's you are manifesting it. You are wanting a loyal heart. So this is your soul's purpose, is connecting with this loyal heart. You're manifesting. You're wanting to take action on this. You're wanting to give this person the best that you can. Here's your obstacle. You're thinking about it, but you're not doing it. So, okay, let's go back to the dog, right? So I have Maggie. There's a difference between thinking about feeding her and walking her and playing with her and petting her and, you know, bathing her and telling her how much I love her, and actually doing it, taking the action to do it. So there's a couple of things. You could have somebody in your life and you're kind of dancing around telling this person how much they really mean to you, right? So you may be taking some action, but most of the time you're just thinking about, wow, I really love that person. I wish that person would love me back. Universe, please let that person love me back, right? But what you're being called to do is to take action on telling this person how much they mean to you and why, you know? Now, if you don't have somebody right now that you're feeling that kind of a connection with, then it's about saying to the universe, yes, I really want this true soulmate, this loyal heart, somebody that loves me, that I can love back, that, you know, it's a mutual, true love connection. But you're kind of dancing around it. You're not actually taking action. You know, you could be sitting at home watching TV every night instead of, you know, trying to meet new people or whatever. So, and I know that can be difficult. It's about taking a look at the fear of why you're not taking action. And a lot of times that fear is fear of abandonment, rejection. You know, what happens if this person doesn't love me back? Well, at least you would know, right? And then, you know, you could be in search of the next person. So yeah, there's a sense of, okay, so now I understand balance, spirituality, and practicality. The spirituality is trying to manifest this situation into your life. The practicality is you have to take some action on it. You know, we can sit there on the couch and try to manifest true love. But if you're only sitting on the couch, I mean, I guess, you know, if you had something delivered to your house and you fell in love with the delivery person, right? And then they may come to your house, but otherwise, you know, how we have to do something in order to help, you know, meet people or attract people into our life. Okay, so let's go into, this is the interesting part, the light and the shadow attributes at this time with this lesson. So first of all, let me explain. Your light attribute is really about your gifts and talents that you have been given in order to shine your light and love out into the world. These are things that you are really good at, you know, ways that you can help the collective to raise up, to have more light and love. Your shadow attributes, and we all have light and shadow. Your shadow attribute sounds kind of scary and dark and bad, but the shadow is really the pain that we have experienced, the inner child wounding that we have acquired, either in this lifetime or a previous lifetime. It helps us when we are willing to look at the shadow. It helps us to understand what we are healing, and that is part of our soul's purpose. And all to heal it, a lot of times is just acknowledging it, you know, shining light on it, just allowing it to, you know, be acknowledged is all we really have to do in order to help release that fear or that anger, because our shadow side usually is based on fear or anger. Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay, so overall, your shadow and light, your light is the hermit, seeks solitude to focus intently on inner life, serves personal creativity. Okay, so I feel like a lot of you may have been in a hermit energy. And then shadow is withdrawals from society out of fear or negative judgments of others, refusing to help those in need. I don't think you're refusing to help other people in need. I think it's about looking at when you go within, and sometimes we all need time to ourselves or something. But when you go within, are you going with, spending time by yourself? Are you doing it to help your own personal creativity, to reconnect with your inner child, to reconnect with spirit, right? This is part of spirituality. Or are you doing it, because you're fearful of or anxious about being out in society and the negative energies that might be there? It's really interesting because, I'll have to say for myself, sometimes, I have to close off myself and go within, spend a little time by myself because I'm an empath. And so sometimes the negative energies of other people can, bring me down. But when I go within like that, it might be a little bit like, oh, I have all this negative energy. But then what I do is spend time, raising my vibration, spending time, meditating or reading or journaling or creating, because I do like to create. Okay, so let's take a look at your light and your shadow. This is kind of your overall. You may feel like this comes into play, like, for longer periods of time. So your light attribute is the Virgin, maintaining symbolic purity of heart and spirit. So here's the thing, right? That is your spirituality. Going within to reconnect with your own inner child, to reconnect with spirit, to raise your vibration, to cleanse or detox the negative energies that you have acquired while being out, So that's really interesting. I think Scorpio had that same energy. So you may have some Scorpio in your chart. And if you do, you may want to watch that video too. So that's a really nice thing is that you, I feel coming back to this, you have pure heart, and spirit, and you're wanting to connect with somebody that has the same thing. You may be overthinking at times when people come into your life that maybe are a romantic partner or a true soulmate, right? You may overthink it a little bit because you're trying to figure out, well, are they on the same wavelength as me? It's maybe about allowing, people to come into your life, maybe not overly judging people initially. Okay, so let's take a look at your shadow. Your shadow is the femme fatale, inappropriate use of sensuality, attachment to money and power. So I feel as if you have these two, wow, these are two opposites. So I can see where you might ping pong between these two, depending on the situation, how you're feeling in the situation. It's about you're really and truly seeking pure heart and spirit. Somebody, you have this within you, and you're seeking a soulmate that is also pure of heart and spirit, meaning that there's no game playing. The truth is told in a loving way, but the truth is always there. You may have attracted a lot of people that were not on that same page, that they may have, you or people that you have attracted into your life may have used, physical attraction or physical intimacy, right? Or their love for money or power, or their own money or power, or your own money and power, or physical attraction in order to attract a true soulmate. Okay, but here's the thing. You may be in an energy of doing that, of using, physical pleasure, sex, money, power to attract a soulmate. But what you're really seeking is somebody that doesn't care about all of that, to some extent. I mean, some of that might be a little bit important, but it's kind of like you want somebody that loves you for who you are. The thing here is, it's a really interesting energy, is that you may be using, sex, money, or power to attract in a love, but then you're disappointed because what you really want is somebody that doesn't love you for your physical attraction, money, or power, but really loves you for who you are. So it's about being loyal to what you love. What do you love? You love having a pure heart, a pure spirit, somebody that doesn't care so much about the visual, the tangible, right? That is more into the heart and the spirit of the person. That's what you are wanting. So it's about being loyal to that, right? Instead of looking at people as whether or not you want to attract them into your life because of how they look, or how much money, or how much power they have. Or attracting people that only want you for how you look, how much money and power you have. So this is kind of like a very, 3D type of energy. What you're looking for is more of a spiritual type of relationship. And then I think it's interesting because it's balanced spirituality and practicality. I mean, the practicality is that, physical attraction, money, and I don't know about power, but you want somebody that's confident, right? That those are all things that, in some respect, we do want. Yeah. It's really interesting because I feel as if you are evolving to a higher level. Looking at this situation, our society really, embraces how people look, how much money they have, the kind of car they drive, the kind of job they have, how much power they have in the world. Money is power, right? But what you're trying to do is overcome that. Remember, your shadow attribute is the wounding, asking yourself, well, why does all that maybe matter so much to me? You may have grown up in a family where, attractiveness, money, power meant a lot, right? And you felt like you were being judged for about your attractiveness, how much money you made, or how powerful, how, prestigious of a job or lifestyle that you had. It's kind of interesting because that is where the wound is. The wound is in that. So somehow you have a belief that money, power, sex, attractiveness is the key to success or to love, to a true romantic partnership. Underneath, your heart is saying no. And once again, it's about balancing that, right? It's you have to have chemistry, right? I mean, there is something about having, chemistry with somebody. You do want somebody that has a job, but is it because, so that they can be self-sufficient? There is something about, but you don't want somebody at the same time. It's about balancing it. You don't want somebody that, lives to work. Really interesting energy. Okay. So, I feel like, it says stepping into power. I feel as if this is difficult for you, Aries. A really difficult thing for you. If you are attracting people out of this type of energy, based on attractiveness, money, power, or, you know, trying to attract a certain type of person or something based on that, or using yours in order to attract people. I feel as if you may actually find you're not attracting, you're dissatisfied. Let's put it that way. I feel like you're probably dissatisfied with the actual relationship. If, you know, you go out on a couple of dates or something, you're like, yeah, this, you know, no, there, you know, no. And you may not know why. And I think it's because you shifting into something that is of pure heart and spirit, of having conversations. Here's the thing I'm getting, of having conversations that are not based on attractiveness, money, power, right? That are based on, you know, what your wishes and dreams for the future, you know, what experiences this person would like to have, and them listening to yours, you know, of turning it more into the heart and the spirit instead of having it based on physical things. Wow. Okay, so we're going to go to the Tarot, see how this is playing out in your life right now. Knight of Pentacles. So that is an energy that's taking us a long time. Star energy. Wishing and dreaming for this person, and yet at the same time having to do some healing around what it is. You could have even had somebody that rejected you because they said you weren't attractive. Of course you're attractive, Aries. But, you know, they didn't find your physical appearance attractive, or you didn't make enough money, or whatever. You could have had somebody that rejected you, you know, earlier on in life. And so that is something that you're healing, because for some reason you felt like that was important. Yeah. Yeah. The Star again, wishes and dreams, putting it out to the universe, doing that deep healing. You know, you have the Hermit energy, doing that deep healing. This is, you know, this is your self-confidence, holding on, perhaps to money. You could have had somebody that maybe took advantage of you with money, only wanted you for your money. And so, you know, there's this sense of, oh, I gotta protect myself. Very blocked energy here. Wanting something that is long-term, and yet very fearful that you can have it. Wanting to heal this energy, wanting someone to come into your life that is long-term, that is loyal to you, and you are loyal to them. But being really, at this time, very closed off to the idea that it can happen. So think of that. Yeah. You're wanting, you know, you're focusing on your work. Once again, you know, sometimes, you know, when the pentacles are coming out a lot, it's because your self-worth is somehow tied to how much money you have, or how much money or things that you have. Yeah, you're really and truly blocking love at this time in your life. You may be looking at options. You may be even dating a lot of different people. But there is this block of true love with the Ace of Cups, of a true new love, of wanting to step into this new world of love, and yet at the same time you're blocking it. Your advice here is that you're blocking it with the Four of Cups. It's like when the universe sends you somebody, it's kind of like, no, they don't meet the mark. So let's see what we have here. Ace of Wands, Four of Cups, King of Swords. Almost, yeah, this is, you know, this is an analytical type of energy of, you know, maybe scrutinizing people, judging, or feeling like you're going to be judged. Yeah, there's opportunities that are coming in. It's either you are blocking them, you know, because the Four of Cups, twice. Four of Cups is about just not liking any of the options, not liking what you have, not liking, it's like not awful, but it's like, yeah, no. I mean, you may even be going out on dates and it's kind of like, yeah, well, they weren't bad, just not what I'm looking for. And you're kind of like not really sure why they're not what you're looking for, why you're not attracting. Think about that. Why you're not attracting the sun, the love of your life. Why are you not attracting the love of your life? There's something that you're blocking. And I feel as if it is this need to balance between spirituality and practicality, of understanding that we would love to live in the 5D where everybody is pure of heart and spirit, right? We would love to be there. But the truth of the matter is that we do live in the 3D. So physical appearance, money, power, they are somewhat important. There's a sense of having to balance that. There's an energy here of, is it even, you may be having really high expectations of wanting somebody that's pure of heart and spirit, and yet at the same time it's kind of like, well, there is that energy of needing money to survive in the world. Yeah, really interesting, because I feel as if you're blocking it. It's about stepping into the energy. It's definitely about stepping into the energy of what it is that you truly want. So asking yourself, do you really want somebody that's only about the physical, right? The physical attraction, money, power. And then if you do, you step into that energy, right? I don't think this is where you want to be, but it could be, okay? I think you want something that's in between, and asking yourself, are you in that energy of being in between? Because I'm going to say that because we have the balance, spirituality and practicality, of understanding that there is a balance there. It's a difficult balance. I think you are being it's hard balance, right? It's a hard balance, but it's about stepping into that balance. You know, because we have, I think it's interesting, we have yang and we have thinker. You know, this is a little bit more of the divine feminine, divine masculine. It's about balancing what it is that you think you want with what is reality of what can be. And perhaps not being too overly judgmental with yourself, because, you know, and also with others. So let's see what we have here. 4 of Swords, 2 of Cups, 10, oh my gosh, lovely. Queen of Cups, loving yourself for who you are. I feel like you may have felt in the past that you were extremely judged for what it was that you wanted out of a relationship. And so it's about stepping back into the energy of what it is that you want. Have that same type of energy. You know, we attract what we are. So step into the energy of what it is that you want to attract in a loyal heart, in a soulmate. And then that same energy will come towards you. Expressing your love, you know, for yourself, for the energy that you are wanting. It helps to heal. 2 of Cups and 10 of Cups. You are bringing in this person. It's about stepping into that energy of being what it is that you want to attract. Yeah, so, you know, that is a difficult energy sometimes to wrap our heads around, right? Because when we talk about the law of attraction, and you have the law of attraction here, right? By the book is the law of attraction. So it is interesting that, you know, a lot of times we list out all of the qualities we want in the person that we want to be with for the rest of our lives, right? We list all of those out, what they look like, they're funny, they're honest, and we make the list. But the question here is, go ahead and make that list, but then be all of those things that are on that list. Step into the energy of being everything that's on that list, because that's how you attract this loyal heart. Be loyal to what it is that you really want. Out of a partner, you have to also be loyal about that to yourself. The first time I heard that, I think I was like, what? That sounds like a lot of work. I just want them to be that. If you want somebody that's honest, then you have to step into being honest yourself. If you want somebody that takes good care of themselves, their physical appearance, then you have to take good care of yourself, your physical appearance. If you want, somebody that's fun and adventurous, then you have to also be fun and adventurous. It's not that you want somebody just like you, but in order to attract somebody in, like attracts like. You want to attract somebody, you have to have those qualities. All right, what are the dominant emotions that run my life? Interesting. How do you feel your day? Stress or joy, trust or anger, anxiety or peace? We have only today, right now, the journey. No goal, no destination will bring us the feeling we seek. But when we begin feeling every day with that which we value most, we will attract more of it. This is fulfillment. And my goodness, this is like perfect. Lean into what you want to feel and adjust your life, your values, and your expectations to meet your desires. What do you want to feel? Are you willing to let go of the belief that you have to achieve something to feel it? Yeah, that's the other thing. Just stepping into that energy of what it is that you're trying to attract will help to bring that energy more to you, right? You don't have to be, the most honest person, right? I mean, I guess in some respects we all tell white lies every once in a while. But you do have to step into that energy of understanding that as soon as you step into the energy of what it is you're trying to attract, you will attract more of it, right? Okay, gratitude. Thank you. This is a heartfelt thanks to you from someone you recently helped in some way. I, your guardian angel, also wish to thank you for the unconditional love you emanate to the earth, humanity, and those around you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You are eternally blessed. May peace, grace, and love forever guide you along your sacred path. The message that I got with that was the unconditional love you emanate to the earth. It is about stepping into that energy of, if you're wanting somebody that loves you for who you are, right? Then you have to love you for who you are. It's about unconditional love. If that is what you are seeking in a partner, it's about unconditionally loving yourself. Now, that doesn't mean we're all trying to transform and make ourselves better, reaching our highest good. There is something about that's progress, right? That's putting out your wishes and dreams for what it is that you want and then working towards them, okay? And making the changes that maybe we need to make along the way in order to reach those wishes and dreams. But at the same time, knowing that you are perfect right now as you are, and trying to attract people that also unconditionally love you means that you unconditionally love yourself for who you are right now and not necessarily looking out to the future, right? Loving your journey, knowing that you will get there, and loving yourself for the process, the progress that you are making. Really interesting, Aries. Well, I do wish you much love and light. I do personal readings if you're interested. The link is in the description box below. And once again, I really do appreciate all of your support through likes, comments, and subscriptions. I really do appreciate all of your support. And I do wish you much love and light. And I hope to see you again really soon. Bye for now.